Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Márcio Marinho here. Today we're gonna continue on our JUnit test coverage. We're gonna add more functionalities on that same project, and we'll see how we can cover that project with tests. So therefore, the behavior is gonna be the same as by the specification. Okay, talking about specification, let me share my screen with you guys. Yep, there we go. So this is our requirements list. We're gonna build a shopping cart application. Actually, it's gonna be a very limited version of that. Think of it something like an Amazon shopping cart. So we can just keep adding items to the shopping cart, and the user can add as many items as they want. Third requirement is we, as programmers, we are coding, we should be able to tell the user what's the final price once they ask for it. So it's pretty basic. So we're gonna have a function that is gonna calculate the total price. And I have a scenario here with a few products. I have 3 products. And in the end, this should be the value. If we sum these 3 products, that's gonna be the total amount for the shopping cart. Okay, cool. Without further ado, let's go deep dive into the demo and the coding. So shopping cart, so we have a shopping cart, which we have many items, and each item is linked to a product. We could even go a little bit further and adding a user and blah, 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 but just for the sake of simplicity, let's keep this functionality as simple as possible, okay? First thing I'm gonna do here is I'm going to create a new package here that's gonna hold all of my domain classes. It's gonna be my domain. Just one thing here in the test, I'm not gonna follow strictly the test-driven development philosophy, but I'll try not to bounce too much around. So the functionality we want is calculate total, which means this is a test we have to make pass. So we should calculate the total amount for that shopping cart. Calculate shopping cart total amount. I think, yeah, that's a better name. Should calculate shopping cart total amount. Okay, and here we're gonna have a shopping cart, which is our cart. Okay, we don't have this class yet, but we're gonna create it soon. Next thing we should have is an add item function, where we're gonna add a new shopping cart item. Actually gonna add 3 of them. And in the end, assert equals cart.get total should be equals to a new big decimal. What was the 1551. So this is our basic expectation for the test. So we're creating a new shopping cart. We're gonna add 3 items, and then we expect the total to be $15.51. So let me just add this thing. Okay, we're gonna leave this method here, this S here, because we're gonna creating all the other code, so to make this functionality works. So first thing is to create a shopping cart. That's gonna be inside the domain. Yeah, the shopping cart, I'm gonna add only a few fields. So it's gonna be have an ID, a list of items, shopping cart item. It's gonna be my items. And I think we are good to go. I think if we want, we can even cache the total amount here, but I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna calculate that on the fly. Yeah, next thing is, remember that we need the get total or get total amount method. I think total amount is a better name. So IntelliJ can create the template for us. Now, what we have to do here is basically to iterate over the items and sum them up. Let me get, so it's gonna be big decimal result new big decimal of 0. So we have nothing here. So for each, just go over that list, but we still have to create our shopping cart item. So that's going to the domain. The shopping cart item, it's gonna have an ID. It's gonna be linked to a product, and we're gonna also copy the price. So just to preserve the price inside the shopping cart item in case we change that later on in the product itself. So let's create here class product using domain. Pretty much the same thing. ID, private string name, private big decimal price. We could also add the quantity here, but I'm not gonna do that, just to keep it simple again. Let me generate the getters because we're gonna need them pretty soon. Okay, getters, shopping cart item, same thing, generate the getters. Yeah, then I have our shopping cart, and now I can create my list. Shopping cart item, it comes from items. It's pretty simple. So now my result, result equals result add item dot get price, and then I'm gonna return result. So if we don't have any items, we're gonna break things here, and we're gonna address that pretty soon. So we can also add a new constructor here. But as you can see, we already have the get total amount here because we created that method. So that method is here. So the test is expecting that that method. Likewise, we can do for add item. Add item, we need to add shopping cart items. So item 1, new shopping cart item. Same thing for items 2 and 3. And then we're just gonna pass item 1, item 2, and item 3. Okay, pretty cool. Remember that the shopping cart item is, as you can see here, it references a product, but it also copies the price just to maintain that price once the user adds that product to the cart. So we won't miss or we're not gonna have a pricing change after the user adds that product to the cart. We could have, but I don't want, so this is my requirements, bear with me. For doing that, we could simply keep the default constructor and add getter and setters, blah, 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 but that's gonna make our lives harder. So let's make our lives easier. I'm just gonna create a new constructor here where I'm gonna take all parameters, final as well. Okay, that should be a comma. Okay, now ID it's gonna receive. I could even assign a automatic ID here, but to be honest, I'm just gonna remove the ID because it doesn't make any difference for us. And yeah, I can add that automatically. So this product receives product, and price we're gonna copy the price. Okay, so we're just making a copy, and that's it. So we're gonna have all the items here. Next idea. Actually, it's gonna be atomic long, just to make it a sequence. Yeah, increment and get. That's it. That was the method I was looking for. Okay, so now we're copying the product into the shopping cart item and referencing it, and then we're simply pointing to that item. So I think we have everything we need here. Now we're gonna pass a product here. Likewise, we have product, so we can do exactly the same thing here for the product. So you can create a new constructor here. That's gonna make our lives easier. So we can also make everything to be immutable. Let me get my ID generator. Yeah, I'm just copying and paste here. It could go to another utility class, but yeah, just but I'll just leave it here. Okay, that's it. So increment and get this dot price, you get price, and this name will receive name. Okay, doke. So we have everything in here. So that's gonna make our lives extremely easier. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just leave. Oh, actually, to be honest, yeah, I'll just leave it here right now. So I'm gonna add the test for products. I'm gonna create a test. So it's gonna be a void. Should create new product. So we have final product expected equals to new product, and then we can just create a brand new product here. It's gonna take a name and a price. We can just go back to our list. Let's get that. So it's gonna be a bottle of water. big decimal. Yep. So yeah, that's gonna be enough. So assert equals get price. Then I can just refactor this one. So introduce variable expected price. You can compare this one. Assert equals, same thing here. Yeah, just copy here. Actually get name and then actor, introduce variable, expected name. And that should be good enough for us. So let's run and see what is gonna happen. Another good practice is to make everything final so it becomes immutable. And let's go. Let's run the test. Okay, so just gonna fail here. I totally forgot that. Let me simply comment this one so I can run the other test, because it's gonna compile everything. And here we go. So our test passed. So it's pretty simple and pretty useful techniques. So what I did was I simply created my classes. So I just left this method here, which I'll uncomment now, because that's what my main feature says. I started creating all the other classes, and now I started writing tests for those inner classes. So meanwhile, I still don't have all things I need from here, but this is not a problem. That's how we go iteratively in the process. Okay, guys? So I hope you have enjoyed this session. So keep an eye on my channel, because I'll be further extending the same exercise with a few other features, and you'll see more tests in the next video. Okay? See you guys soon. Bye-bye.